We all remember that one time as a kid where boys became man when you hit your first 3-point shot on a mini basketball hoop. The mini basketball hoop was one of the greatest sports inventions of all time for children, and I stand by that statement today. I'm going to be talking about some games I used to play on my little hoop, and I'm going to be ranking different types of mini hoops that I've played on in my day as a mini hoop baller. We can all agree the worst hoop was the Chuck E. Cheese prize thing. It broke every 2 seconds. And there was this Dude Perfect hoop. Dude Perfect was really big when I was that age, so I had that one in my basement. The best hoop to play mini basketball on was easily the Skills Pro Mini Hoop. I had this one throughout my entire career as a baller, which I was. So the mini hoop actually came with the ball, but let's be honest, none of us use that. I mean, in my opinion, the greatest balls, these just blow up Toy Story Cinderella thingies. They're pretty great. We've all probably broken a mini hoop in our day. So I started out with just a cheap Chuck E. Cheese one, and I've broken 2 pro mini hoops. One during a dunk contest, and the other during a dunk contest as well. In my opinion, I just played like Kobe on the pro mini hoop, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, the hoops are great and stuff, but the greatest thing about the pro mini hoop was the creativity and the ability to play basketball, even when it was snowing outside. So I'll be telling you guys a story. So, let's see, I was in about 1st grade here, and I'm hanging out with my friend at home, and we're just talking about some people at school and how they say they're so good at basketball even though they don't even practice. And we're talking about how we're putting in all this effort and extra work on our mini hoops in our room, and we thought that it actually contributed to our overall basketball skill, which it clearly does. But yeah. So I grinded for about 2 hours every day, and I would just grind, and you know what I mean? Okay, so the creativity on this thing, it's one of the greatest things ever. I swear. I'll pretend I was in March Madness. Pretend I was in March Madness, and I'd pretend to be the student section, so I'd play this song. Come right, oh, 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 oh. I'd go through the entire 64 team bracket, and I'd end up playing I'd be playing as Iowa because they're my favorite team, and I'd be playing with the current rosters even though I was 6, and it was just the greatest thing ever, the greatest feeling when you hit that buzzer beater in the national championship against North Carolina or something, and then I'd take out So this right here is my Metro participation trophy from football, and so I wrote champs on it for the sole purpose of playing basketball in my mini hoop. And I'd take this trophy and I'd be jumping up and down, pretending I have a whole squad around me, jumping around with the trophy. And I'd give a speech to my stuffed animal sitting in the closet. The greatest feeling of all time. So here's some classic games I came up with. Some I came up with, I guess, but not always. So there was always the classic, just great one-on-one game. Then there was knockout, and then there was horse, pig, whatever you want to call it. And then me and my brother came up with a game called 3-shot. So we'd shoot a 3 from way back there, shoot it, and then you'd go over to the free throw line, you'd shoot it, and then you'd shoot a layup/dunk, and then you tried to make all 3 of them. And we'd go best out of 3, and then to win 1, and then we go best out of 7. So that was one of my favorite games. I'm telling another story. So I'd always do this before my YMCA basketball games. at 11:30 at the YMCA when I was little on Saturdays. And so I'd get, like, before my games, I'd get pumped, grab the iPad, start blasting Zombie Nation in my room, and I'd start dunking to get myself all hyped. Literally just kabam. Just dunking all day to get myself apparently warmed up for the game. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So I guess that was my entire childhood wrapped up in about a 6-minute video. So that was pretty nice, and yeah, see you guys later.